numbers because I was so happy after I had put everything together. Then this article popped up and I was like, oh, look at God. Okay. This article popped up November 22nd, 2024. Let me make it bigger for you so you can read it. Okay. Trump gained 95,000 votes in New York City. Democrats lost 500,000. So, Mr. Bragg, you said, and you know who else I'm talking to? Mr. Bragg and Kathy Holcomb, both of y'all. Eric Adams, you already done. So I don't really have to talk to you. And you know you've done. You cooked. Okay? You are cooked. So I don't really have to, get into the fact that you're done. You are cooked. So let's get into this. Let's get into the numbers, okay? Let's go down. In every neighborhood in New York City, from Red Hook to Brooklyn to Riverdale in the Bronx, Vice President Kamala Harris received I'm reading paper and this at the same time. In every hood in New York City, from Red Hook to Brooklyn to Riverdale in the Bronx, Vice President Kamala Harris received markedly few votes than Joseph R. Biden Jr. did in 2020. While in most neighborhoods, Mr. Trump notched modest increases compared with his last run. Okay, so now I'm just going to skip down to the numbers. Okay, let's skip down to the numbers. Keep playing games. Keep playing games. Okay. All of New York City. Look at that. Look at that. She lost 573,000 votes. That's how many people did not vote. Or I would say, that voted Democratic last time, that did not vote Democrat this time. And Trump got 94,000 plus votes. Then they break it down by borough. Okay. So Trump, Trump was already had a stronghold on Staten Island. We already knew that. If you ain't know that, I knew that. So he only got 900 more votes, but she lost 25,000 votes in Staten Island. Okay. In the Bronx, she lost 1,100,000 votes. In Manhattan, she lost 120,000 votes. In Brooklyn, she lost 151,000 votes. In Queens, she lost 164,000 votes. Y'all keep playing with us. We will flip this city red. We are tired of your stuff. You don't never buy us nothing. We are okay. Every time you come around, you got to bring James, somebody else, and Tyrone. Okay, we tired, and we got to pay for them. You bring in Jose, Ching Ling, and I don't even know no Ukrainian names, but Zelensky. You bringing them over here with their hands out. We tired. Okay. So let me go down. Let's just read how several of the neighborhoods where the Democratic Party lost the most grounds were in Queens, including some of the large populations of working class Latino immigrants. Okay. Who else did she lose votes with? Come on, let's talk about who else she lost votes with. Who else did she lose votes with? In Flushing, because I found this to be very interesting, okay? Because they want to sit here and tell us what we did not do, or what we should have did. In Flushing, one of the hubs of Asian life in the city. Oh, ain't Kamala Asian? Ain't Kamala Asian? In Flushing, one of the hubs of Asian life in the city, Democrats lost nearly 10,000 votes compared to 2020. As it stands, Mr. Trump won more votes than Miss Harris, here by a margin of just under 400. That's the Asian community. Oh, let's go down some more. Come on, because Alvin Bragg, y'all seem Democratic Party, y'all seem to think that people will go vote for him anyway. We're not. We're not. Some of the neighborhoods where the Democratic Party saw the biggest losses were in the Upper Manhattan and in the Bronx, the city's poorest borough. Okay, so the Bronx, they said no. Come on, there's more. In University Heights, a neighborhood in the Bronx with a large Latino population, Mr. Biden won 84% of 12,000 votes in 2020, and Ms. Harris won just 66% of the 94,000 votes cast in 2024. So a lot of people just decided not to vote, and she still lost 66%. Okay. In East Harlem, a racially diverse neighborhood that is among the lowest income sections of Manhattan, Ms. Harris received about 10,200 fewer votes than Mr. Trump 4 years ago, and Mr. Trump won about 860 more than he did in 2020. Okay. Let's keep talking about who didn't vote for her. Let's talk about some more. Who didn't vote for her? Miss Harris held up the best in high income neighborhoods known for expensive brownstones or highly educated residents like Clinton Hill and in Brooklyn. Miss Harris won 94% of the votes of 12,300 votes here, compared with the 97% about 13,400 votes that Mr. Biden. So that's the only she only doing well with rich people, and they are becoming a minority because they stay leaving. So y'all keep sitting here and catering to this democratic that is not the majority here, and you will lose. You will lose. Alvin Bragg, I'm speaking it into existence. You will lose. We will paint your office red. Kathy Holcomb, you will lose. We will paint your office red. Eric Adams, you will lose. We don't even have to paint your office red because I'm sure some Democrats running for you. But if they're Democrats that we feel are coons or going to just follow in your footsteps, we will paint your office red. Why is this in front of this? Okay, let me read this here. You see it's behind there. I don't know why. The neighborhood where Democratic turnout dropped the most in terms of percentage was in Borough Park, an Orthodox Jewish enclave in New York that voted overwhelmingly for Mr. Trump. So, Kamala, isn't that your husband's people? Kamala, while you was sitting here talking crazy about black men, that man that you sleeping with at night, the man's whose kids you raising because you don't have none of your own, the man who you giving your heart and soul to every night, his people don't like you either. So you sucking up and you doing all, and they still don't like you, ma'am. The neighborhood where Democratic turnout dropped the most in terms of percentage change was Borough Park, an Orthodox Jewish enclave in Brooklyn that voted overwhelmingly for Mr. Trump, while support for Mr. Trump increased only slightly from about 22,000 votes in 2020 to 2270 in 2024. The turnout for the Democratic candidate dropped 46%. From about 76,000 votes in 2020 to about 4,100 in 2024. Now I'm going to add the link to this article so you can see them. They break this article. They break it down. They break down these numbers. But let's look at the numbers by race. Forget neighborhood. Let's look at it by race. Here's the numbers. Trump got 46% more votes from Black people in New York. Trump got 19% more, and Harris lost 37 in the Asian community. Harris lost 37%. Oh, look how their numbers are pretty more real close. The Asian and Hispanic numbers. They both Harris lost 37% in both of those demographics. But Trump picked up 19% with the Asians and 55% with the Hispanics. Hi Ashanti. Hi E.T. York. Hi Jasmine. Okay. We see the Black numbers. Okay. She only lost 21% of the Black vote, but 46% came out and voted for Trump. So people who don't even really vote came out just to support Trump. Child, I understand. And let's look at the white folks. Oh, 18. She lost 18% with white folks. And she gained Trump lost 2% with white folks. That's interesting. But it didn't matter because she still lost. So again, Kathy Holcomb, while you sit here and think that you have done something, you got a little gotcha moment by putting this congestion pricing in without talking to us or trying to trick us. You waited till after the election to do the congestion pricing, thinking that was going to trick us to vote Democratic. We will paint your office red. Alvin Bragg, especially if you don't do right on this Daniel Penny situation, if you sat there and you charged Jonathan Major and this man right here walks free, we will paint your office red. So now let's get into Daniel Penny.